Now, we spent a considerable amount of time looking at X guard earlier in the video. The good news is, anytime you're in these half guard situations with a tight waist grip, you can always transition back into X guard, and it's very valuable for you to be able to make these transitions so you have a seamless game between the techniques we use on standing opponents versus the techniques we use on kneeling opponents. We should be able to go back and forth between them. From a situation where we're working out of a tight waist half guard, it's then like so. Anytime we have that tight waist, we get that scoop grip, we're going to have the ability to throw our legs in a given direction with our two ankles close together and then just whip our legs back the other way. So I'm currently on my right hand side, and then just take everything over, and now we're on our left hand side. Now let's rotate this leg line. Now let's watch our leg work from here. We're going to take our foot and put it here underneath our training partner's knee. We're going to put our hand and forearm here at our training partner's armpit. We're going to lift away so that we can get our foot underneath, just like so. And where are we now? Well, you can see it already. We're in the perfect position now to transition into X guard. And from this position, all of the moves that we looked at earlier today, the idea of pushing opponents out, getting a foot on our training partner's back of the knee, and coming up in high stick. The idea of getting a hold of our training partner's second leg, knocking them down. You guys remember them all from earlier on in the video. You can go back and rewind them. They're all going to be available to you. So at any moment, all the moves you looked at from X guard are now going to be available to you out of half guard with a tight waist. So here we are. We start off, classic tight waist situation, and then from here we just whip our legs from one side across to the other. Our foot goes underneath, and as a result, we can pass the legs off. So there's my right foot in place. Brian tries to step out of here. He's caught between my knee behind his hamstring and my foot in front of his knee. Then we just replace that foot. And what have we got sitting up, Brian? We've got the X guard foot position, the X guard hand position. All that remains is to complete it by getting our foot in front of the hip. You guys know what to do from here. When they try to stand up, they're always getting their hands back down to the floor. We're always taking their bodies backwards, knocking them down to the mat, taking them out of balance, and getting our feet into that excellent attacking position. From here we can attack the near sleeve, we can attack the far sleeve, we can take them over into tomonage, all the moves that we looked at earlier in the video. The most important ones will always be the back sweep, to knock an opponent backwards and getting his hands down to the mat. So, once again, we start off in a classic half guard type situation. We've got those same arm grips that we've been looking at throughout this video. And then from this position, we can start that action with our legs. That action is going to enable us to bring everything over and across to the other side. And from here, foot goes in, and lo and behold, we're back in X guard. This guy tries to posture up on us. We know what to do. We can lift and knock people backwards and get up on top. Okay? So, anytime we have the tight waist, you can always transition back using that simple transition through deep half guard to get into X guard, get that guy out of balance, and bring some unity in your game between your X guard ashigarami, which we use on standing opponents, and your half guard series, which we use on kneeling opponents.